Hi, and welcome to a demonstration video of the Nexus expansion Hollywood Percussion Loops. In this video I would like to walk through all of the contained presets and show you some of the possible loop combinations. First of all, this expansion consists only of loops which will follow your song tempo. Let me activate the piano roll so you can see which notes I am playing. And let's load the first preset, which is the only preset which is not made of loops. It's the demo FX menu, which contains several one-shot effect sounds. And you already can hear it in this demo preset. The higher you go on the keyboard, the brighter the sounds will get. So when I load the first loop preset, you will notice that all the bass drum and deep and dark loops are located far left on the keyboard. Followed by the mid-dominated sounds like toms. And on the right half of the keyboard you will find the shakers, hi-hats and all the thin instruments. So, and this is how it sounds altogether if you randomly press down some keys. Even more. I can now remove the left hand and bring it back in. Just only the deep instruments or only the high. This is up to you, and this is how one single loop sounds. On this. Let's switch to the next preset. Which is a kind of oriental touched loop. Next is epic toms. And like I said, you can switch your tempo. Let's say, for example, 120 BPM. Or let's switch it to very low 90 BPM. But originally, the loops have been recorded in 110 BPM. So around this tempo, they will sound best. You see how endless combinations are. For each preset you have 61 loops from C0 to C5 on your keyboard. And like you see, you can trigger them live or in your sequencer and they will play together and perfectly fit together. This is a bodhran, an Irish instrument recorded by my colleague Alex Butcher. It has a very interesting sound. So the next presets, let's skip these two. I will show them later because they will contain every loop in the complete package on one preset. So these two presets are actually bonus synths we used for the demo. They contain melody loops, all on F minor, and they are also combinable too. Switch to the next one. So the next is distortion loops. A bit harsher. Volume 2. Will easily cut through your mix. Next is one of my favorite doomstep loops. Very aggressive dubstep sounding. Cool. These two here have been recorded by the Fat Cat, the guys from the Fat Cat drums, and these contain a very big drum kit. The volume 2 has even heavier toms. Here are the snares. And the hi-hats, of course. Toms and bass drum. Very cool. The next preset is a huge frame drum. I somewhere have it here. On my Facebook page is a photo of this gigantic. It's really that big, and as you can hear, it have quite a lot of bass. Higher sounds. The next are glitchy loops. Doing all kind of weird stuff. Mainly our plugin glitch bitch had been used to create these. The source material were other live recorded loops. And we have volume 2 here also. Treble. Cool. And yeah, horror adrenaline loops. These are dark and horror atmospheric loops. And this one is quite funny. They all have been recorded on the human body, like this, or with the mouth, or the feet, the hands, something like that. Okay, it's actually Alex Butcher again. Funny. Okay, this is a group of live Darbuka musicians. The next is a strict pattern with different instruments, but they always play nearly the same, so you can stack it from very thin and add. The more notes you play, the more dense your loop will get. Now I need more fingers. of course, you can do this in your piano roll. The same with another pattern. And I think we have gamma 2. Very powerful. Cool thing is that you really can start with a very thin loop and make the loop bigger and bigger the more notes you play. I think that's quite cool for arranging. Yeah, okay. Next is metal loops, which have been recorded with all kind of metal objects in the house or instruments. For these loops, we actually were on a construction yard. These are those metal columns for the ceiling. We have volume 2 here. Cool, okay, this is a loop, a preset with various loops. So it's up to you to find cool matching pairs of notes. This is with more oriental instruments. These are more military. Toms and snares. This is a little more mystic. This is, yeah, a bit mixed with synth elements, distortion, or trailer style. These are press less notes. These are very dense. And this one is my favorite. This has been recorded with my custom built piano from hell. You can see the making of or some photos of it on my Facebook account. This is actually a totally broken piano which hangs on the wall outside the studio. And yeah, you can create all kinds of weird percussion and spooky stuff with it. Here, I think somewhere here in this area. It's my favorite. Great for creating tension. Where was this reverse sound? Maybe here? No? This, maybe this? Yeah. This is my favorite. Nice and spooky. Cool. The next preset is purely synth generated. The next are just triangle loops. And yeah, here we got actually some triplets. And some triplets for the background percussions. Yeah, we are quite at the end. This is from a two-pan drum, which creates a very deep and Hollywood sounding rich tone. I love this drum. And last but not least, some more modern drums. This actually is not a preset, it's only a text file which says they all have been recorded at 110 BPM. So now I promised I also show the bonus. These are actually, I think, a combined preset of, I think, metal loops, mixed percussions and something else. And now we have this. These are all 60 presets, 64 presets on one key. So you will have the bass drum loops of all of the presets here. No, wrong. This one is the preset which does this. So yeah. So what you hear now is, if you play the F note, you will hear the F of all of these presets together. Of course, they are a bit mixed, so they won't clip or something. And as you can hear now, it becomes very dense if you want. So in reality, you hear now something like 500 loops. If you would press all the keys together, you would hear 2000 loops playing at once. Which is quite massive. And these are submixes actually of all of the presets, all MIDI keys pressed and then recorded to WAV file and then loaded for every loop on the keys here in this preset. So again, very dense. Actually, if you would press all keys, you again would hear 2000 loops playing simultaneously. Which is, yeah, quite massive. Okay. I forgot to mention that, of course, you can use the mod wheel on every preset. Here, for example, it controls filter sweep and distortion amount. So you have further control. Most presets use the impulse reverb, the new impulses here we have coming with this expansion. And yeah, if you want to use your own reverb, of course you can turn it off. Okay, thanks for watching. I think that's all for now. Have fun playing with this expansion. You will have a lot of fun, for sure. And yeah, see you in the next video. So long, bye.